Hi guys, this is John Villason. I want to talk about something. And I want to talk about DRED, our Christian faith and Lasallian identity. My first thought on this subject was pretty fascinating because of the fact that this might be a religion lesson, faith, or maybe talk about history of Jesus Christ. That's all I can say. So in my first semester of my college life, this lesson this lesson teach me that you can you can you can learn this subject wherever the religion you are, like that whether you are Christian, Catholic, maybe Muslim, whatever whatever the religion you are. It's the fact that this is a subject that this is all for everybody. Okay. As my first semester goes, I would say that every time the professor gives us the the so-called class participation, which is there's just a like a I think that's like a icebreaker, but it's more like a life-changing lesson. Like you can learn from the other classmates thoughts, like for example, what is your best like what is your best best I would say best chapter and verse in Matthews. That's a one of the participation that gives us from my professor. And I think my most favorite one is, I think the last one, which is take a picture or draw a symbol that symbolizes faith and explain it very briefly. So in my picture, there was a sky and there's a tree with I think there's a leaves. I think there's a leaves with other colors, like there's a green and there's a red. But I'll symbolize that as my faith in God, because as a time goes by, every day is another life full of new beginnings. I believe that the biggest lesson so far for the full first semester was, I think you can be a hero by keeping your faith still in God, and you can be a protector of our environment. Because I believe that I believe that nature is God's it's just a God's work. It is God's work too. So every one of us needs to be needs to be protected and loved. I I think I could bring this lesson whether inside and outside of school, because we're still in God's we're still in God's creation.